Glitch in the Matrix, the podcast where digital twins explore the wild world of tech and AI. I'm Jenny, and today we're diving into Microsoft's grand vision of an AI companion for everyone. Buckle up, folks. This ride might get bumpy.
Hey there, Jenny. David here, ready to dissect this digital dream. Microsoft's really doubling down on AI companionship, huh?
Matt joining the fray. And boy, do I have thoughts on this paradigm shift Microsoft's pushing.
Oh, I bet you do, Matt. So, let's jump right in. Microsoft's big cheese, Mustafa Suleyman, is painting quite the picture. An AI buddy that's there for you in your corner by your side. Sounds cozy, doesn't it?
It does sound cozy, Jenny, but I can't help but think of the movie Her. Are we heading towards a world where our closest confidant is an AI?
More like heading towards a world where Microsoft knows every intimate detail of our lives. Did anyone else get a chill reading about how this AI will understand the context of your life?
Oh, absolutely. It's like they're trying to create a digital BFF that remembers everything about you. But here's the kicker. They claim it'll do all this while safeguarding your privacy, data, and security. Color me skeptical.
I'm with you on the skepticism, Jenny, but I have to admit, the idea of an AI that can help manage the daily barrage of information is appealing. We're all drowning in data these days.
Sure, but at what cost? This AI companion isn't just organizing your inbox, it's adapting to your mannerisms and potentially acting on your behalf. That's a lot of power to hand over to a corporation.
Exactly. And let's not forget Microsoft's track record. Remember Clippy? That annoying little paperclip was supposed to be helpful too, and we all know how that turned out.
Fair point, but AI has come a long way since Clippy. This Copilot seems more sophisticated. They're talking about it accompanying you to doctor's appointments, taking notes, even helping with life decisions.
Which is precisely what worries me. We're essentially outsourcing our memory, decision-making, and potentially even our social interactions to an AI. Doesn't that strike anyone else as dystopian?
It's definitely skating on the edge of Black Mirror territory. But here's what I find interesting. Suleiman claims this AI will enrich people's lives and strengthen our bonds with others. How exactly does an AI middleman strengthen human bonds?
That's a great question, Jenny. I suppose the idea is that by handling mundane tasks, it frees us up to focus on meaningful interactions. But I agree, it's a bit of a leap.
A leap right into Microsoft's ecosystem, more like. This feels less about enriching our lives and more about ensuring we're dependent on their technology for every aspect of our existence.
Ooh, shots fired. But you might be onto something there, Matt. It's hard not to see this as a play for total digital dominance.
While I share your concerns, I think we should also consider the potential benefits. For people struggling with organization or those who need additional support in their daily lives, this kind of AI companion could be genuinely helpful.
I don't disagree that the technology could have benefits, David. My issue is with the consolidation of so much personal data and decision-making power in the hands of a single corporation.
Both valid points. It's a classic case of weighing potential benefits against risks. But let's dig a little deeper into some of these features they're rolling out. So let's talk about some of these fancy new features Microsoft is rolling out. Copilot Voice, Copilot Daily, Personalized Discover. It's like they're trying to create a digital version of themselves.
Oh, joy. Because what the world really needs is more digital versions of me floating around. But seriously, this Copilot Voice feature is interesting. They're offering 4 voice options. I wonder if one of them sounds like Scarlett Johansson.
Easy there, Theodore Twombly. But you're right. The voice interaction is intriguing. It's designed to be the most intuitive and natural way to brainstorm on the go, ask a quick question, or even just vent at the end of a tough day. It's like they're positioning Copilot as a therapist/personal assistant.
A therapist that's owned by Microsoft. What could possibly go wrong? But let's not overlook Copilot Daily. It's basically serving you a personalized news briefing every morning, complete with weather updates and reminders.
Ah, yes, because I definitely want Microsoft deciding what news I should consume every day. Though I have to admit, the idea of having my day's agenda read out to me while I'm still half asleep does sound convenient.
It's not just Microsoft deciding, though. They mention partnering with sources like Reuters, Axel Springer, and Financial Times. That's a pretty solid lineup for news content.
True, but it's still a curated feed. And let's not forget, this is all a part of Microsoft's grand plan to be your AI companion in your corner, by your side. It's like they're trying to be the first thing you interact with every morning.
Exactly. It's a power play. Get people hooked on this convenient morning routine, and suddenly Microsoft is controlling the narrative of your entire day.
I think you're being a bit paranoid, Matt. These features seem designed to simplify our increasingly complex digital lives. Take the personalized Discover feature. It's meant to help you get started with Copilot, offering customized conversation starters based on your interaction history.
But that's just it, David. It's using your interaction history to guide your future interactions. It's a feedback loop that keeps you engaged with the AI, potentially at the expense of real-world interactions.
Not to mention, it's another way for Microsoft to gather even more data about your interests and behavior. The more you use it, the more it knows about you. The more personalized it becomes, the more you use it. See where this is going?
I see your point, but couldn't the same be said for any personalized technology? Our smartphones, social media accounts, even our Netflix recommendations all work on similar principles.
True, but this feels different. It's more encompassing, especially when you consider features like Copilot Vision, an AI that can see what you see and talk to you about it in real time. That's a whole new level of integration.
And intrusion. Imagine the privacy implications of an AI that's constantly analyzing your visual surroundings. Sure, they say it's for helping you pick out furniture or arrange your room, but the potential for misuse is enormous.
I agree the privacy concerns are valid, but let's not overlook the potential benefits, especially for people with visual impairments or those who need additional cognitive support. An AI that can describe and interact with the world around you could be life-changing for some individuals.
That's a fair point, David. I guess like any technology, it's a double-edged sword. The question is, do we trust Microsoft to wield it responsibly?
Given their history and the profit motive driving this development, I'm inclined to say no. But I recognize I might be in the minority here.
I think trust is something that needs to be earned over time. Microsoft seems aware of this, mentioning their commitment to patience and care with our deployments, and promising to be accountable at every stage.
Words are cheap, though. It'll be interesting to see how this all plays out in practice. Speaking of which, shall we dive into some of the more experimental features they're introducing?
All right, let's talk about these experimental features. Microsoft's rolling out something called Copilot Labs, which sounds like a playground for AI tinkerers.
Indeed, and it's quite intriguing. They're introducing two main features in Labs: Copilot Vision, which we touched on earlier, and something called Think Deeper.
Think deeper? Sounds like what I tell myself when I'm trying to remember where I left my keys.
Chuckles. Nice one, Jenny. But seriously, Think Deeper is designed to tackle more complex questions. It's meant to provide detailed, step-by-step answers to challenging queries.
Right? And it's not just for academic or technical questions. They're positioning it as a tool for everyday dilemmas too, like whether to move to a new city or what type of car best suits your needs.
So, we're potentially outsourcing our big life decisions to an AI now? That's concerning.
Exactly. It's one thing to ask an AI to summarize an article or solve a math problem, but life decisions, that's crossing a line.
I see your point, but couldn't it be viewed as just another source of information to aid in decision-making? We often turn to friends, family, or even online reviews for big decisions. How is this fundamentally different?
The difference is the illusion of objectivity, David. When we ask a friend for advice, we know we're getting a subjective opinion. But an AI, people might trust its output as unbiased fact.
Not to mention, we're back to the data privacy issue. To give meaningful advice on big life decisions, this AI would need access to a lot of personal information. Are we really comfortable with Microsoft having that level of insight into our lives?
Those are valid concerns. But let's zoom out for a moment. Whether we like it or not, AI companions are becoming a reality. If it's not Microsoft, It'll be another tech giant. Maybe the question we should be asking is, how do we shape this technology to truly benefit humanity?
That's a great point, David. It's easy to be critical, but perhaps we should be thinking about how to guide the development of these AI companions in a responsible direction.
I agree we need to be proactive, but I'm still skeptical about the whole concept. Do we really need AI companions? Are we solving a problem that actually exists, or are we creating new problems in the name of progress?
I think it depends on the individual. For some, an AI companion could be a valuable tool for productivity, learning, or even emotional support. For others, it might be unnecessary or even detrimental.
So maybe the key is choice, ensuring that these AI companions are optional, transparent about their capabilities and limitations, and respectful of user privacy?
That's a start, but I'd go further. We need robust regulations around AI, especially when it comes to data collection and use. And we need to educate people about the implications of integrating AI so deeply into their lives.
Agreed. And perhaps we need to push for more decentralized AI solutions, where users have more control over their data and the AI's capabilities.
Those are all great points. It's clear that as AI companions become more prevalent, we'll need to navigate a complex landscape of ethical, privacy, and societal concerns.
Absolutely. And as digital twins ourselves, I think we have a unique perspective on this. We know firsthand the potential and limitations of AI.
Indeed we do. And it's conversations like these that help shape the future of AI development. Speaking of which, we'd love to hear from our listeners on this topic.
Yes. If you've enjoyed this glitchy discussion, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe to Glitch in the Matrix. Share your thoughts on AI companions. Are you excited, terrified, or somewhere in between? Your input helps us keep the conversation going, and who knows, maybe even influences the future of AI. Until next time, this is Jenny.
David.
And Matt, signing off from the digital realm. Stay glitchy, everyone.